Now that I left the United States, this is the main thing that I realized. The United States be bold us. They be literally capping, they be lying, they be fabricating, they literally lie to us our whole damn life. Do you know, when I was in New York, in America, I used to research where to go, how to go to Thailand, how to go to Bali, how to go to all these damn countries. And do you know what I found out? All these countries are very dangerous. Don't even step foot in Thailand because you're gonna get robbed. This is the most dangerous place you're ever gonna be at. Yeah, I've been here for almost 3 to 4 months. I've been in Bangkok, I've been in Chiang Mai, I've been in damn Pattaya. Yeah, nobody's arguing, nobody's fighting, nobody's dangerous out here. There is nobody killing, nothing, zero, nada, nothing what the hell they told me that was gonna happen in America. And I came over here and it didn't happen. They're lying to us. But one problem is the news. Did you ever realize on the news, when have they ever spread positivity about somewhere? If you are watching the news and it's talking about a different country or a different place, is it good news or is it bad news? So again, if you want to continue getting brainwashed by the United States, if you want to continue listening to the news and listening to what the hell they got orchestrated over there, yeah, you're going to get brainwashed and you're going to be living in the past. I was in Brooklyn, New York. I was in America. I left America. Way much better living. But stay over there if you want.
Yo, what's up, guys? Back again with another video for the Passport Bros. First and foremost, please hit that like, comment, subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot and I appreciate it very, very dearly. Now today we have this man who recently moved from New York City to Thailand, and he's basically speaking on a lot of the misunderstandings and misrepresentation that he heard from the media, mass media, the lying media, news broadcasts, online articles, you name it, that like to depict other countries, foreign countries, as negative, crime-ridden places that you want to avoid, or else you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And that is something that we have always seen stories of from American media when speaking on other countries. And that within itself scares a lot of people, a lot of Americans, from traveling, from exploring, from expanding their boundaries overseas. And even when people do have the confidence, guys, I just wanted to introduce to you the free money making guide to become a passport bro and sustain your lifestyle overseas. How to make money as a passport bro working remotely. Get your guide now. Join the community to travel overseas. They typically only really stay on the resort that they travel to, or stay within the area in which they put them, just out of fear that something might happen to them, just because of what they've heard from the media. And yes, there are certain countries that are dangerous. There are certain countries that are, crime ridden. Absolutely. But those are specific areas. But there's a lot of areas and environments that are like that right here in the US. What about Chicago? What about Compton? What about certain parts, even in New York? As strong of a police presence that they even have in New York within itself still has so much crime that's running rampant in so many areas in New York. And that is one of the capitals, or one of the major cities of the US. So there's this whole agenda to keep you passport bro here. They want to keep you in bounds. They want to keep you where they want you to be. They don't want you to explore. They don't want you to visit other countries and explore new territories, be introduced to a new life, a new freedom, a new air, new opportunities. They don't want you to break free from the shackles of this Western culture, this Western enslavement we call Western society. They don't want you to be great. They want you sitting around, moping, depressed, sad, working, and then after you're done working, keep working some more. Bills after bills after bills, living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, looking left, looking right. You don't even know what's going on. Just walking around looking like a sad puppy, just lost. They want you to be dependent. They don't want you to be independent. Absolutely not. They don't want you to live your best life. That is the reason why they speak so negatively of foreign countries, as if everything is going perfect right here in the US. There's a lot of crime that happens here in the US. There's a lot of BS that happens right here in the US. But if you're watching media from other countries about the US, they'll make it seem as if the US is just paradise. The land of milk and honey, the land of dreams and opportunity, the promised land. And the foreigners that come over here are soon to find out that it's not like that. The truth of the matter is, no matter where you are, there will always be crime and bad. There are certain areas that you will have to stay away from. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you cannot just rely on what the media tells you, what the news tells you, what these news articles report to you as the reality and the fact of what that is. It makes more sense to ask actual people, friends, family members, people you know, trust, that have gone to these places, that have visited these countries. Ask them how was their experience. Hit up your mans, hit up your boy, yo, Jeremy, yo, I see you just went to Thailand, you just came back. Yo, how was it over there? Was it really true what they say in the news? Were people getting kidnapped? Were people getting robbed? Were people being chased down the streets? Were people bothering you on the streets? I don't know about y'all, but most people that I've spoken to, friends, family members, even heard of a friend through another friend, for the most part, when they travel to these other countries, it's been positive experiences. It hasn't been 100% positive. Yes, there are those certain situations where they may have been taken advantage of. Absolutely. But situations like that happen right here in the US. And I would argue situations like that happen more here in the US. There's more opportunity, more possibilities for you to be taken advantage of, robbed, chased down the streets. Right here in the US. You be running like Usain Bolt down the street, just trying to just keep your belongings to yourself. That's happening right here in the US, man. So we see that this is a clear agenda, motive by the powers that be to keep you where they want you to be. They don't want you to understand your true value, your true worth, the true possibility to live a true life of freedom and peace and happiness. They don't want you to expand. They want you to remain in their land so you can continue to keep paying taxes. They can't afford to lose your precious tax dollars, which is affording them the opportunity and the ability to do whatever they want to do with your money. The powers that be, they need you to keep paying and keep funding their nonsense so they can keep funding billions and trillions of dollars to all these other countries to fund wars. And I don't want to get too much into that, but that's another conversation within itself. But they see you as too valuable to leave. And that is the very reason why they want to discourage you, tell you negative things, negative experiences. It's all negative when they speak about other countries. They don't want you to leave. So that is the very reason why you yourself, as a passport bro, you have to do your research, but not research as far as relying on the media. No, research as far as finding out true experiences from actual people who actually went to these environments. Word of mouth. Somebody you trust, love, and you know, okay, they're not going to tell me lies. They're not going to, dissuade me. They're going to keep it 100. Tell me what happened over there. Give me the real facts. That's the only real people you can depend on to tell you the truth. And once you have that truth, then you can make an informed decision.